Hey guys, today our task is to open this damn thing, or Google Home Mini. I already kind of tried to look into it and to see if I can open it up. I tried to jam some kind of plasticky cards over here. I usually use like credit cards and old kind of cards I have lying around just to, pry it open, but turned out to be it's actually is not given up. So probably there is some other way, and then the other possible way I think this thing can be opened is to over here. I kind of feel there is some sort of something under this rubbery thing, and I believe we can try to remove it. But removing it, I try to kind of remove it. It's very nicely adhered, so it's sticking very well. And how to pull this thing off, I have no bloody idea. Have to improvise. Though one of the ideas would be to actually to melt the glue, and try to peel it off while the glue is still melted. So how would you do that? One of the options is to take a heat gun and actually heat this thing off, but that's pretty big area. So I decided to experiment, and for this experiment we would need... And for the experiment we would need this. Well, that's an experiment, so I don't know what's gonna happen to our, lovely Google Home Mini, but there is a cloth iron and we can give it a shot. So for the video I would have to prop it like that, just to... I have this clamp and I'm gonna just tie it down. So, but to controlling the temperature I would use this. So actually it's already on, so I don't know if you can see, it's like, it's not cold, it's like 9900 degrees Celsius. So not supposed to melt a lot of plastic, I hope. 96. So what are you gonna do? My idea is to place this thing on top of the iron, okay, and wait. I know how long I need to wait. Just give it a shot, probably wait a few minutes, then try to peel it off, wait a few more minutes, try to peel it off. If it's going to be not enough temperature, I try to crank up the temperature over here in the iron. But right now I'm in the lowest possible setting on this iron. And this is like chintzy iron I got for a few bucks in Walmart like ages ago. So you see, it's like, so you can pretty much use any iron as long as it provides relatively low temperature. So I haven't done this before. This is all experiment right in front of your eyes. So let's do it. Okay, so ironing, the iron has own temperature control, but I'm still gonna be kind of checking temperature with my infrared chintzy thermometer here, and just to make sure it's not gonna go too high. But I think 100 degrees Celsius any plastic should withstand. So let's do it. Hope I'm not gonna wait like half an hour here or something. I probably would have to jump cut it because it may get too long. Maybe I have to wait like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, who knows. But I think something like 10 minutes or 5 minutes can be actually possible, because the silicone rubber which underneath of the Google Home Mini is actually quite thermally insulating, so it needs time to heat up and to heat up the glue inside. So I'll give it a shot. So in the meantime I'm gonna stop the video, wait like 5 minutes, and we'll see what's happened. Alright, about 5 minutes passed since I put this on iron, and let's see if it's gonna peel. No, it doesn't want to peel that easy. Oh, that's not cooperating. Okay, well, the only one thing left is to crank up the heat. Let me see. It's not easy to look. Okay. Let it warm up and see what kind of temperature we're gonna get with my meter. Okay, getting hotter, 108. Oh wow, it's getting much hotter. Sorry, like it has to have right angle. So essentially on the black spots it's 130, so 130 Celsius. Let's do it. Okay, 5 minutes more and I'm back. Now we have to try it. I can see much more how it's much warmer actually. Still not peeling off. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe my assumption was not. Oops, I damaged it. It's okay, no big deal. Well, obviously I don't want to have I want to save it as much as possible. Like I don't want to destroy it completely in the process of getting in. It looks like you have to either warm it for a lot longer. Yep, it's not cooperating. Curious what to do. Crank up temperature or forget it? Let me crank up temperature. I don't even know what kind of setting it is. Let's do, I hope it's gonna be like 150C or something. Let me see. Let's see what the temperature is. Close. Okay. 5 more minutes. By the way, this is good. This thing doesn't have battery inside. Otherwise, that wouldn't be really advisable just to heat it up. So I'm not sure if lithium polymer battery would like that. So it's a positive thing. All right. See you later. Okay, I'm back again, and a few more minutes passed. I think this time was like 4 minutes because I was kind of afraid to keep it at this high temperature for long. And let's see what's happening. So far, nothing melted, but it's pretty warm from the bottom. And I'm not using the screwdriver because I'm afraid to damage the... Oh my god, it's still pretty hard. I don't know, maybe it's impossible to actually peel it off. But I'm not sure if I want to heat it up even more than that. I see I started actually damaging the thing. Damaging the... I don't know how to... No, it's not soft at all. Like, wow. The glue is not softening. Maybe they just changed the way they glue it. Maybe it's just not glue anymore. It's maybe just like a melted one plastic into another. I don't know. Wow, this silicone thing is really hot actually to touch, probably. Okay, here's the temperature. 67 Celsius. Yeah, it's pretty warm. No, I can make it. Oh my gosh. All right, well, don't just leave it more. Not sure what's the best approach here, but so far I'm failing to open the thing. And I'm not sure how long this plastic gonna withstand the temperature I'm applying. Okay, let me check the temperature here real quick. 142. It's hovering around 145, probably 150. Okay, well, yeah, I don't have plan B. This is so far what is my plan. Okay, I'm gonna heat it up more. Okay, few more minutes passed. I don't wanna really push it, so let's try one more. I don't even know how to apply the pressure here, just not to damage the thing. At least, oh my god, start melting my little, that's pretty hot then. Oh. It's coming, it's coming. Oh, wow. It's working. That was a good idea with iron. I think it was a good idea. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. I think we are in. How is this? Oh my god, this is amazing. This has worked out. So, what temperature? 128. So it was roughly probably 140, 150 Celsius, as precise as this iron can be. I wouldn't really trust it, but I mean, around that area was actually enough. And total time of heating up was probably good like 12, 15 minutes. I didn't really count it up in total. So I can count that by looking at the pauses between video timestamps of each particular video, and I think that was, but roughly it was probably around 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. So, well, now is the most interesting part. Alright, now when I removed all hot and bulky stuff off my way, I can actually take a look what's inside. So I noticed that this is already tried, and this is like T6, I think, bit. So I'm gonna try it, screwdriver bit. I'm gonna try and open. So there is a 4 screws over here, and this is there is a button. I think this is like a reset button of some sort. I still have to figure out what that's supposed to be, but let's open it up. That just has to be easy all the way from this point. 4 screws on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, my god, this is so much easier. I actually almost damaged it, I think, while trying to pry it open with my credit cards and things like that. Okay. Okay, that's what we, okay, that's not. There is a flex cable. So there is a USB power port, flex cable, and there is a microphone on-off button over here. Few more. What are those kind of screws? Looks like more torque, but bigger size. Let me get bigger torque size. Is that gonna work here? Nope. Is this gonna work here? Yes. This is T8. Let me first probably disconnect. Let me see if it's easy to disconnect this. It's probably. I just need to lift it up. Okay, that was easy. This is just jammed in. It's not one of those latching ones. So, okay, this is the USB charging port or USB power port, no charging. Mic on off button. It's nice, it's physical button. I'm curious if it actually disconnects the physical, microphone circuit completely, like for sure, not just some electronic stuff. And there is a reset button, which is over here. Reset or factory default, I don't really know. I think it's factory default. Should be factory default, obviously. Okay, that's one. Bunch of screws goes over here. Come back. It says screws from the base. Okay, now we have, oh, it's still warm. Ha 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 ha. It's pretty warm, but nothing warped seems to be. Nothing warped. It's a molding. It's molds. They have some kind of weird surface. I don't think this is because I was heating this thing up. Well, I believe it's not. Okay, so let's open these. Didn't put my screwdriver properly. Didn't sit it properly, I mean. I must admit that I'm kind of a little bit anxious here because, you know, I didn't expect to actually open this thing. I was like wondering how would you open it up, but it turned out to be totally doable. Yeah, hope it's work after all this hackery. It should. Okay. Oh wow. Again, not what I expected. So what we have here, I think we have a speaker assembly, and we have a conical audio wave deflector. It's pretty neat, actually. I like it a lot. I don't know what the hell is that supposed to be. I need to disassemble this part. And there's only 2 wires going in. Oh no, sorry, here's more. Oh, I get it. So speaker is, this is just the speaker over here. There's nothing inside, I suspect. All brain is actually over here. Interesting. So I believe then Wi-Fi antenna should be somewhere up there when there is no like a shielding. Look at this metal shielding. Look at this conical deflector over here. That's pretty cool. Actually, it deflects the voice in all directions. Sound, voice, anything. That's very nice. Also, would like to see where the microphone is. So we're gonna disconnect or speaker assembly. It's only one speaker, as you see. Well, I hope it's gonna show up. It's only one speaker. Yeah, so it's not stereo, and it's like a sealed unit. Looks like. I'm not sure if we're gonna be disassembling that one. It's glued. Looks like it's totally glued. But hey, I mean, just a speaker. Nothing else there. It's probably also have a resonant cavity of some sort, which actually amplifies the sound. Because, I mean, why would you have this nice contraption over here just for the speaker? You can just mount a little speaker, that's it. So it has to have some kind of subwoofer effect or something like that. Interesting, but let's put it aside. Over here. Okay, let's go. Okay, I guess we need back our T6. I should have prepared separate screwdrivers, but that would do. Oh, sorry, it's not T6. It's not T6 either. Here's T6. These screws looks like identical to one from the base. So they are self-toppers, so nothing to to cut the cost. They probably use the self-toppers just for heck of it. I mean, not for heck of it, just to make it cheaper. Self-toppers would work. No, those are longer. Those are a bit longer. Okay. By the way, so left and right. So remember, guys, in my previous video I showed you volume controls on both sides. If you look at the charging port or power port, so left and right port. So this is volume up and volume down buttons. So nothing on top over here. I thought there is something on top over here. So yeah, but volume buttons are over here. Here are they? Some sort of. They're not. Buttons is supposed to be like a touch capacitive sensor thingies. So it's coming out. It's coming out. Oh, sweet. Okay, first of all, let's look at this. This is very interesting. So it's a metal plate, cast aluminum or aluminium, and over here there are sensors. So this is obviously touch sensor of some sort, but they are pretty basic touch sensors. And also this aluminum plate serves as the heatsink because we have a little heat interface over here. So that's pretty nice. But that's only one thing which brings me, sorry. The only an evidence of this kind of heat dissipation or heatsink is means that the CPU here is probably pretty juicy, because why would you like have this simple microphone speaker thingy with the heatsink? So I'm curious to know what's inside, but yeah, looks like it can't. Anyways, very nice job, actually, like it a lot. Has own QR code and things like that. What does it read here? EWT7N, yeah, means nothing really to me. Pretty cool. And there is interfaces to here for the board, contacts, actually to have these sensor plates be contact interface with the board. Okay, so let's continue. Now we have the brain. Hope this brain is not glued or anything like that, just placed nicely. How would we pull it? We used our plasticky thingy. And it's not coming out. I see no screws, so it's probably glued. Oh, I hate this. Why would you glue stuff? Have screws. Interesting, what is that? Is that like shield or to create some sort of field? Okay. Am I blind? No, there are no screws. So as I understand, this is the power circuit, and also there should be an amplifier for the speaker. But that's all we have. Okay, we have to like try to really get under. No, it doesn't work. How would I pull you out of here? Okay, I use another screwdriver bit just to try to pry it open. Looks like it doesn't know. I'm just gonna pull it. Okay, well, I had to pause it. Okay, I have some pliers, and I would like to see if I can somehow safely, pull this thing out. And it's not cooperating, and I'm afraid to ruin it. I cannot understand what's happening here. It's kind of sucks that you don't see what's on the other side. It's probably those top LEDs, and I don't know how to pull them out of their housing. And obviously I don't want to ruin that, or ruin PCB, because they're gonna yank the some kind of contacts, or ruin some traces where they soldered in, and I don't see what's happening there. Okay, I'll start ruining this. Alright guys, I tried to do different things and it's still not coming out, and I probably just gonna pull it and see what's gonna happen, because I don't want to wait like forever. Oh. Aha! It was just a rubbery thing. Oh my god, there was some sort of... Okay, so the reason I was not cooperating, it was some kind of goop on these contacts over here, which was essentially as a sort of like a standoffs, I guess, anti-vibration or something, but they also are adhesive. So that's it, I didn't pull anything. Okay, so before we go into PCB, let's look what we have here. So we have a dome-shaped enclosure with 4 LED light guides, I guess, light path. And over here there is a metal thingy, and I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. That's a capacitive thingy that everyone raving like they disconnected or something. Okay, let's look at that. There is not much more to see over here. So let's look at the board itself. Looks like everything is cammed, which is not cool. But clearly gonna take high-res photos of all of these. That's really nice and neat layout. Okay, let's look on the other side. It's obviously everything is scanned over here as well. I will try to open these cans and see if they are solder shut or they just. I can open them. Can I open them as they soldered? Hope they're not soldered. Oh, I think they're moving. Okay, I better use the screwdriver. It's easier. More leverage. My hands are still shaking because I finally got in. Yay! Oh, and that's a thermal pod actually to conduct heat from this chip to heatsink. Okay, so what do we have here? Let me zoom in. Alrighty, here's a close-up of the board, and this big guy is a Marvel chip, and I think I have to look it up. What is that? But what I see, it says 88DE3006. So doesn't really mean a lot to me. I know that some of the Marvel chips are multimedia SoC, which has which runs on ARM 7 CPU and have some even support video decoding, as far as I know, up to 1080p and things like that. So if this is something like that, that's pretty powerful SoC in this board, or inside Google Home Mini. Let's look on other side. What do we have here? So on the other side we have 1, 2, 3, 4 LEDs. This is potential LED driver. Well, I need to again look closely. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a screenshot, the high-res detailed photo of this, and actually provide description of each individual elements right now here, because they are so super tiny. Plus, I need to look it up in the internet. So all of this will be available on my blog. So that will be next step of this teardown. Actually, detailed information about components are used in here. So let's look it up. What inside inside those cans or underneath those lids. Okay, this one is coming out too, nice and easy. That takes some time to get in. Yeah, this can is very stubborn in comparison to another one, but almost there. Okay, let's do another side. Okay, don't want to damage anything. I'm trying to be as careful. Okay, we are inside. This is not cool. Is this like a heatsink or something? Wow, this is interesting. So they just cut it out or what? Okay, let's look what's under here. That was so much easier to lift. Hope it's gonna work. Hope it didn't short anything and didn't damage any traces with my brute force. Is this Unix or something? Yeah, it says Unix. I believe this is memory. So, okay. Potentially, this is the main chip, which runs all essentially software and probably voice decoding, and sends packages and sends stuff to Google, assistant services or servers and things like that. And this side, that would be memory, Unix, RAM. And this one would be probably Bluetooth, Wi-Fi MCU of some sort. I don't really see antennas. Where are antennas? This has to be still figured out, but this is it so far. All right, so we disassemble it as much as possible. Well, technically I can just cut these things and to see what exactly our components are. I will do this a bit later, and plus I'm not actually sure. There is a chip underneath over here, so I don't know what it is. Again, I have to, like, I guess either cut it out or rip it off or something like that. Question is if I want to do this. So maybe someone else is gonna do it, and I just anyway, yeah. So don't really want to destroy this thing too much. Plus, if I'm gonna, for example, cut it with Dremel, it's gonna create a whole bunch of little metal shavings, and guarantee it's gonna short anything. This thing gonna be non-functional after that. So I will also research what are those components and provide detailed description and information. Also, we'll describe on a shot of PCB what is what and where it, how it works. Well, guys, that was interesting journey actually. I'm really glad I was able to open it up and to see what's inside. Took some time actually. It took probably 2 hours to play with this and figure out how to open it and heat it up and warm it up and go through all steps to see what's inside. From this point, we're probably gonna just put it back together because I don't see anything super interesting what I can tinker or hack around. But maybe I'll do a little bit more research, and maybe there is some kind of interesting things we can do. I have second one, Google Home Mini, which I probably just gonna be keep using it, and this one I would leave for experiments. Thank you guys for being with me for this kind of long video. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe. See you next time.